Hey guys, it's Natalie Hodson here. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about what kind of makeup I wear, and so I thought instead of typing out a blog post about it, I would just do a video and show you. So I'm by no means a makeup expert, but I kind of just have my routine that I can do really fast in the morning, and for me that's really important because with two little kids, a new, brand new, well, she's not brand new anymore, but a little baby and a 4-year-old, whatever's quick and easy that's what's gonna work for me. So my sister and I joke around and call it the hair and makeup transformation because even though I'm totally fine not wearing any makeup at all, I feel like I just look, I feel prettier when I wear it. So I start with a clean face. I like to use MAC makeup. It is a little bit more expensive, but I bought all the brushes when I was like 10 years ago and they still work great for me. And then the makeup lasts really long. So it is a little bit of an investment at first, but it just looks so much better when it's on and more natural and not really like very cakey. So what I do first is I use this, it's from Lush Cosmetics. If you haven't heard of Lush, you need to go to their website and try their bubble bars. They're like the most amazing. They create like Hollywood bubbles, just bubbles everywhere. But I have started using their face products. I use this, it's a toner, and so I just kind of like go like that and it just kind of gets your face prepped and ready. And then I also use this Enchanted eye cream. I never used to use eye creams or anything, but now that I'm getting a little bit older, you can see like I'm starting to get some wrinkles, so I just kind of do this as a preventative measure to try to stop those wrinkles from creeping up on me. Moisturizer is called Imperialis from Lush as well. And I just kind of go like this, rub it in like a circular motion all over. So that way it just kind of like moisturizes my face and gets it ready so the makeup kind of sits in better. And so I use NW20. I have really fair skin, but I like from MAC, it's called Studio Tech, and it's a foundation and powder in one. I do have foundation brushes. I actually have 2 of them. One looks like this with synthetic bristles, and one is like half synthetic, half natural. But truthfully, most mornings I'm just in a rush, and so I just use this that comes with it. And you can see mine's almost gone here, but I just kind of go like that and I just quickly put it on. And this just kind of makes everything look even. Sometimes like right here on me sometimes gets a little bit red, and so this just kind of like evens out any blotchiness. Like right now I have camera batteries died, so had to replace the batteries. Anyways, like you can see, I just, like right now I have bags under my eyes because I have a baby and she's actually sleeping a lot better through the night now. But like this morning, she woke up at 4:45 and was up for the morning. So, new mom, I'm just tired. So I do my foundation and then I do my eye makeup. And so let me show you what I do here. I take this flat brush. And then I take a lighter color, like I use Shroom from MAC. Sometimes if I want it to pop even more, I will use this one called Ploof, I think, or Floof. That's just a little more iridescent, but like for every day I don't use that. And then what I do is I just kind of go like that until it's on there, and I just line my eye with it. So it's not, it's not super extreme or anything, but I just kind of pat that on. And then my brows need waxing, I know, but I also use that and I just lightly do like along like the middle of my arch, and I bring it down to the corner of my eye. Now, if you have a shimmery white, you don't want to really do that. You want to do it with more of like a matte white. And then I take this floofy brush. It's number 224, the MAC brush. And I use Romp, and I like this darker color brown. It's not too shimmery. It has like a tiny bit of shimmer, but not too much. And I just kind of go like that, and I just follow the crease of my eye in almost like a like I'm thinking like, you know, you want a triangle shape up at the top. So you just go like that on both sides. And you just, like the idea is that I want my eye to kind of have like a popping, like a triangular shape, so that way it kind of makes your eye pop. If you notice, like if I notice that I get too much here or too much here, I just take my finger and go like that. Because I found that if I have too much dark here, it just kind of makes my eye, it makes it look like I have like a black eye. It doesn't look very good. So I just go like that. And then I use this eyeliner, and it's the one, I used to use the MAC eyeliner, and it works great. This one's just cheaper. It's Rimmel, and I got it at Target, and it's the one, you want to find the one with the felt tip because I think it's easier to apply. And so what I do is I get it in black, and I just kind of lightly pull, which I guess you're not supposed to pull in your eye skin, but I just lightly, so that way the skin's tight. And then the idea is that I want to use a really thin line, but I want it to be a tiny bit thicker on the outside and a little bit thinner on the inside. So I start in the middle and I go out. Oops. So you really don't want there to be any bumps in your line, which I kind of did a little bit there, and then I just come in the middle and I just lightly finish it up. And then I might go through and, like, if I didn't get close enough to the lash line, then I might go through and just touch it up. And then I'm going to do the other side. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk while I do that. And I've gotten to the point now where I can pretty much do my makeup from start to finish in about 5 minutes. So it's pretty quick. While that dries, because it's a tiny bit wet still, I do like to put some shading into my eyebrows. I use, again, from MAC, it's the Strawberry Blonde Brow Liner. And one side is a brush, so I just kind of shape my brows a little bit. Like I said, they're kind of out of control right now. And then I take my pencil and I just fill it in, so that way it's a tiny bit darker. And then I extend my eyebrow like a little bit on this side. I found that if my eyebrows are a little bit longer, it makes my eyes look bigger. So it's just like, you don't want a color, you want like a color that's basically the same as your hair. You don't want it very dark at all because that'll be noticeable. Then I use this MAC brush 116, I think, and it's just a blush brush, and I use these bronzer beads. Gosh, I got this in high school. I think I've had it that long from Mary Kay, I think, but any bronzer will do. And I just, like, if I smile, I have big cheeks, so I try to do things to like make that look a little more contoured. And so I just, right underneath my cheekbone, I just go up like that. So see how it makes that stand out a little bit more, and it makes my face look not so round. And then sometimes I'll just put a little bit on my nose to add some contour there. And then I use, so my blush broke into like a million pieces. It shattered, so I just keep it in a Ziploc bag now. I don't even remember what color this is, but it's from MAC. It's just like kind of a, it's not red, it's like a pink, like a rose color. I think the name was something rose. And I just lightly put that on the same brush on the edge, and I just like very lightly go right above where I put the bronzer. I don't like to use a lot of blush. That's just not the look. I don't think it looks very good on me. Because I do have like these big cheeks, I feel like if I use too much blush, it looks kind of like Raggedy Ann-ish. And then I set everything. I use this powder. It's the light medium from MAC, the Mineralize Skin Finish Natural. And then I use this powder brush. It's 129 SE from MAC. And I just like lightly, or quickly, I mean, just kind of go over like that. And then I'll, lastly, this is like my, if I only had to do one makeup thing, I would do this mascara. It's Zoom from MAC, and it's in black. And I swear this makes it look like you have fake eyelashes on. I mean, I have longer eyelashes to begin with, but this just really makes them stand out. I don't really worry, like you can see there I got a little bit of mascara on my eyelid. I don't stress too much if that happens because I'll just take a Q-tip and go back over it. And when I'm putting on my mascara, I just really try to start at the base and pull those eyelashes up. So you can see it's like, makes them look really long. And then I don't re-dip my wand, I just really lightly do the bottom. I don't put eyeliner on the bottom unless it's like a bigger event that I want to have more makeup on for. My mascara is running a little bit low, so it's taking a little bit longer to put on the mascara than usual. I probably need to get some new mascara. So you can see the difference that that made putting the mascara on. Then I'm just going to take a Q-tip and just really lightly brush off any mascara that got on my eyelid. And then I take, this is called Honey Lust, and I usually just use my finger actually. I just put my pinky finger like that, and I just put that on the base. And so it kind of just like blends the darker color and the lighter color together, and it like smudges any like extra mascara that might have ended up on there. And then lastly, I just use regular chapstick on my lips. Just normal chapstick brand chapstick. And then I put, this is called Sheen Supreme lipstick in, I think it's called Acai Flower. It's number A13. And then I just blot this on. The reason I put the chapstick on first is because if I put this right on my lips, for some reason it turns like hot pink. But if I put the chapstick on first, it's more of like a lighter pink color. And I just like really lightly blot that on. So it looks a little more natural, it doesn't look too crazy. So that's it. Sometimes, you know, if I have a little more time, I might take that white, the Shroom eyeshadow and use like I keep saying like, that's not, I don't usually say that word. Use a makeup brush, I use 219 SE, and I might just put a little bit of contour in the inside of my eye. But truthfully, I rarely do this unless I just have time, which never is the case. And sometimes I'll put a little bit underneath like the, there we go with like again. That's not normal for me. Put a little bit underneath the arch of my eye. So there you go. That's usually how I do my makeup in about 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also subscribe to my newsletter on my blog. I send out a newsletter. People who are subscribed to my newsletter get special tips that only the newsletter people get. And you can subscribe in the top right-hand corner of the page. So I hope you liked this short little video. Make sure to keep checking my website, nataliehodson.com, and we'll see you soon.